So we've talked a lot about suspension, and just to review what we mean by suspension, we mean if these are our two ribs, we want to think about going up and back with our rib cage. So again, it's like we're being suspended or being lifted towards the ceiling, because remember, we want to lift that rib cage up off top of the pelvis. So I'm going to just gently show this on Sarah. So we want to think about the ribs. The ribs where we focus you on, so wherever we talk to you in the session about, that's where you focus on. So drop your arms down. And we want to think about the ribs again coming up, gently up and back, like you're being suspended by strings from the ceiling. So first thing, long through the back of the neck, so your chin should be slightly down, not jammed down, just slightly down. We want to think about that rib cage coming gently up and back, as if you have strings from the back of your rib cage pulling you up towards the ceiling. Then you want to send your breath back to that area. So whatever area that we showed you to make the connection to, that's where you want to send your breath. So if it's right around here, mid-level, then you send your breath here. If it's a little bit higher, send your breath there. If it's a little bit lower, send your breath there. And the goal, again, just think about it. Don't worry if it's perfect or not. Your brain will find how to do it. So again, you want to take your breath into that region and then breathe out. 3 breaths at a time, just 3 breaths. Deep breath in and then breathe out. Again, the whole time, just thinking about the suspension wires lifting you gently towards the ceiling, and then relax. And this is a great way to break up the day. If you're sitting all day long, it's a great way to break that sitting posture, and again, reinforce that suspension type feeling. And you want to take this exact sensation into your exercises. So if you're squatting, lunging, lifting, doing cardio, even running, you want to create that suspension and create that length through your spine. So the thing you want to be careful about with suspending, a lot of us are taught to lift our chest up, to squeeze the shoulder blades down and back. Those are things we want to avoid when we're trying to create suspension. So I'm going to have Sarah show you what that looks like. So Sarah, squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. So this creates a lot of compression on your neck, pulls on your neck, and creates a lot of compression through that mid-spine, and really compresses those ribs down. That's not what we're looking for. Also, lifting that chest up is not a great cue and not a good strategy to use, because again, we create a lot of compression and tightness through the mid-back. Think again of that suspension towards the ceiling. We're trying to create space in between the rib cage. We're trying to stay long through the back of the neck, and we're trying to float the shoulders on top of the rib cage. So we want to think about creating space underneath the arms, almost like you have balloons underneath your arms, and you're sending your breath underneath your arms, so you're not compressing down on the arms. And that's another reason why our neck and shoulders get real tight from sitting at a computer for many hours. So again, suspend, stay long through the back of the neck, suspend from the back of the rib cage, create space underneath your shoulder blades, and send your breath there, so you create that sensation of lightness or suspension in your body.